Namaskar, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, and a hearty welcome to our respected principal, Promeni Ma'am, Vice Principal, Junior School, Asha Ma'am, Vice Principal, Sir, Headmistress Ma'am, Academic Coordinator Ma'am, and the dearest parents. We, the students of Class 1 SNG, are here to showcase our talent in today's class presentation. Let's begin the day by seeking the blessings from the Almighty, followed by a prayer song. Om Agni Mire Purohitam Yagyasya Devam Ritvidam Hotaram Ratnajatamam Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. That was a soulful performance indeed. My friend Arnav Mehrotra is here to present the thought for the day. The thought for the day is a well-known quote by Sri Aurobindo Sir. Perfect health, sincerity, honesty, courage, unselfishness, patience, peace, and self-control are all things that are taught infinitely better by example than by beautiful speeches. Well said, Arnav. Friends, Sir Abraham Lincoln said, and I quote, the best way to predict your future is to create it. Coming up next are my friends with the poem about their future plans. Future plans by Harriet Wilbur Potter. My brother and their playmates all keep planning what they'll do when they are very big and strong and educated too. John plans to be an engineer and Carl a pastry cook, and George will go to practice the
for their future. But an invaluable tip for your life is do unto others what you want others to do unto you. Coming up next are some golden rules which can make our life more meaningful.
Smile. People catch smiles just like they catch cold. If you smile at a person, he or she will probably smile at someone else. Soon the whole school will be smiling. Find ways to help. If someone falls, then that person get up. If someone has a lot of books, open the door. If our friend does not understand something, help her. Always say thank you. Remember to say thank you to others. The person you thank will feel good. The person will also be glad to help you the next time.
Never push. There are lots of people in school. We share the classrooms. We share the water fountains. You can't always be first, so do not push. You might hurt someone. Instead, say you first.
Say sorry. There is nothing bad in admitting that you were wrong. When you apologize in a caring way, you feel good because you are trying to make things right again. Be honest. We should always be true to ourselves and others. Being honest helps us to win over the trust of others and maintain healthy relations with them. Thus, it is rightly said, honesty is the best policy. Be polite. Treat everyone with politeness, to even those who are rude to you. Good manners cost nothing. Be empathetic. Empathy is seeing with the eyes of another, listening with the ears of another, and feeling with the heart of another. Sharing and caring. No one has ever become poor by sharing. Share whatever you can to help someone in need. This will surely make you a happier and a better person indeed. Thank you for these golden lifestyle tips. Coming up next are some yoga asanas which can be helpful for us. Change. Change. Change.
शिवं भजाम्यहं सदा शिवं भजाम्यहम् ॐ नमः शिवाय सहस्रलोचन प्रकृत्य शेषलेख श्रीकर प्रसूलधूलितोरणीहितो सराङ्गृपीठ भुजङ्गराजमालया निबद्धजाटजूटक श्रियै चिराय जायतां चकोरबन्धुशेखर जयस्फुलिङ्गभाविगीतपञ्चसायकं नमन्निलिम्बनायकं सुधामयूखलेखया विराजमान श्रीकरं महाकपालि सम्पदे शिरोजटानः कलालभालपट्टिका दगद्दगद्दगज्ज्वलन्तरञ्जयाहुते कृतप्रचण्ड पञ्चसायके
I hope these yoga asanas will help you all to understand and transform yourself. Friends, we need to take care of the earth. Then only she will take care of you. We, the students of class 1F, are going to recite a poem before you. The title of the poem is What You Can Do. What you can do when you see little seeds and the air smells of pollution. When you feel like it's all drying up, remember there is a solution. There is something chosen you to keep the rivers clean, to keep fresh the air we breathe, and keep the forest green. Help clean our beach or recycle bottles and cans. Learn about the problem we face and help others understand. It does not have to be a lot. If we each do our share, so take time out on a day to show the earth you care. Water is an integral part of our life, not only humans, but both plants and animals need water for their survival. In the present time, many areas are facing scarcity of water. Therefore, it becomes our civilian responsibility to conserve water so that it is available for the future generations as well. Let's eavesdrop on this conversation between two friends. Hey Vicky, how are you? I am good. You tell me what's up. Nothing, Vicky. Nowadays, I'm thinking to start a campaign on saving water. Oh, that's a good idea. But why you thought so? You know that nowadays people are using water in a very bad way. They think the water is unlimited quantity and they waste water. Can you imagine we will have to buy water if we don't bend our waste? Oh yes, you are right. And groundwater is also decreasing day by day. And water table is also going low. What a sad situation we have come to. Soon there will be so much scarcity of water that we might have to buy water. You thought of a great idea to make the people aware of the crisis we are soon going to face. Can I also join you? Oh yes, why not? We will make posters and ask some other students to join us, and we will start a rally, and I am sure people will understand that we have to save our future generation and make them feel good, honored by saving the resources. So what are we waiting for? You are right. Let's start working on it. We will be able to bring about a change. There is nothing as soothing as music. It lightens our mood,
Coming up next is a melodious song.
Two, three, and sing.
I want a butterfly. I thank you, Lord, for everything. If I want a robin in the tree, I thank you, Lord, for I could sing. If I want a fish in the sea, I would wiggle my tail, I would wiggle with me. But I just thank you, Father, for making me.
Oh, you gave me
You gave me a smile. You gave me Jesus and you made me a child. And I just thank you, Father, for making me.
next time.
A family friend. I thank you, Lord, for raising my son. If I was a kangaroo, you know I walk right up to you. If I was a octopus, I thank you, Lord, for my fine looks. But I just thank you, Father, for making me.
Oh, you gave
Give me a heart and you gave me a smile. You gave me Jesus and you made me a child. And I just thank you, Father, for making me.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And I just thank you, Father, for making me. And I just thank you, Father, for making me. Performance indeed. Togetherness is an important aspect of life. It unites us, gives us security, much needed support, and a sense of belonging. Coming up next is a skit displaying the same. Once upon a time, the colors of the world started to argue. Each color said that it was the most important, the most useful, and the most beautiful. Clearly, I am most beautiful. I symbolize life and hope. I am the color of grass, trees, and leaves. Without me, the world would be so dull. Only think about the earth, but think of the sky, the sea, and the water. Without water, there is no life. Water comes from clouds, which are formed due to deep seas and oceans. The sky symbolizes peace and calm. I bring laughter, fun, and warmth into the world. The sun, the moon, and the stars are all yellow. Without me, there would be no fun in the world. I am the color of health and strength. I carry the most important vitamins: carrots, pumpkins, oranges, mangoes, and papayas. I fill the sky at sunrise and sunset. I am most important. I am blood, life's blood. I am also the color of danger and bravery. I am also the color of love. I am the color of power and wisdom. Kings and chiefs have always chosen me. People do what I ask them to. I am the color of silence. I am the color of deep water. You need me for prayers and peace. Suddenly, a flash of a bright light and thunder rolling can be heard, and it starts to rain. Please stop fighting. Join hands and come to me. From now on, when it rains, Each one of you will stretch across the sky in a great bow of color. Each one of you are different and beautiful in your own way. The colors dance with joy and they hug each other and they shout. Yay! We all will live together! Have you seen the colors living together? After a good rain, we often see a rainbow in the sky. The rainbow tells us about hope. It also shows how different kinds of people can live together happily and in peace. Thank you. नमस्कार, हम आपके सामने कक्षा 1G और 1F के बच्चे हाथ से कविताएं प्रस्तुत करने जा रहे हैं। हमारी पहली कविता का शीर्षक है बबलू जी ने दिल्ली देखी। 1, 2 बबलू जी ने दिल्ली देखी, दिल्ली में एक बिल्ली देखी, लाल किले पर चढ़कर कूदी, तबीयत उसकी ढीली देखी। महरौली में बिल्ला देखा, जी हाँ बागड़ बिल्ला देखा, उस पर भौ भौ भौंक रहा था, नारियल सा एक बिल्ला देखा। करार देश में भीड़ भड़का, दरियागंज में ट्रैफिक बंद, कान फोड़ थी, भूल गए कविताई छंद। इधर भीड़ थी उधर भीड़ थी, परेशान बबलू बेचारे, इसी बीच में जेब कटी तो दिख गए आंखों में तारे। बबलू जी घबरा कर बोले, जाएंगे हम अपने घर, दिल्ली हमको रास ना आती, पछताए दिल्ली में आकर। हमारी दूसरी कविता का शीर्षक है बंदर ने खोला सैलून। 1, 2 बंदर ने खोला सैलून, नाम रखा था अफलातून। बढ़िया कुर्सी मेज मंगाया, नया उस्तरा वही सजाया, जा पड़ोस में शीशा मांगा, ऊपर अपना फोटो टांगा। लोग जमाने को पब्लिक पर लगवाया एक टेलीफोन, बाल काटना सीख न पाए, फिर तो बंदर जी घबराए। दुनिया इसका खूब बिगाड़ा, ग्राहक उन पर वही दहाड़ा, आंखें झंझट छोड़ छाड़ कर भाग गए वे देहरादून, भाग गए वे देहरादून। हमारी तीसरी कविता का शीर्षक है मिस्टर रैट। 1, 2 मिस्टर रैट लगा कर है, चले ये लेकर बैठ, बोले मुझको क्या समझा है, खेलूंगा बढ़िया क्रिकेट, तेवर अपने खूब दिखाए, चौके छक्के खूब छुड़ाए, तभी दिखाई दी एक बिल्ली, बिल्ली थी खूब चिमिल्ली, ठटर कांपे छूटा बैट, सरपट भागे मिस्टर रैट। That was a hilarious recital and it really tickled our funny bones. Today I am 6 and I have known so much about humans. Do you know a person uses 17 muscles when they smile and 43 when they frown? So keep smiling. Our eyes remain the same size as they were at birth, but our nose and ears never stop growing. The strongest muscles in the human body is the tongue. It is impossible to see with your eyes open. On an average, a person takes 7 minutes to fall asleep, and my mother tries so long. Fingernails grow up to 4 times faster than your toenails. At birth, a child's body is made up of 300 bones, but an adult has just 206 bones. You are taller in the morning than you are at night. Your eyeballs are actually part of your brain. Your blood has same amount of salt in it as the ocean does. Namaskara. Idanim Vayam Sanskrit
शब्दं श्रावयामः एकं द्वे
एषः हस्तः दक्षिणहस्तः एषः वामः हस्तः एषः पादः दक्षिणपादः एषः वामः पादः सूर्यः गोलः चन्द्रः गोलः 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 ममवा गोलः पृथिवी गोलः चक्रं गोलं गोलः गोलः मङ्गलस्य गोलः कासाबाला काञ्चनमाला गच्छति कुत्र पठितुं मित्र मधुरा बाला भद्रसुशीला एवम् आम् चलामि मार्गे जले तरामि हृदये भूमौ सदा हसामि पठामि कथां शृणोमि भ्रमामि नद्यास्तीरे शीतलवायु वहति सुमन्दम् आरोहति नौकानलवृन्दम् गच्छति नौका दूरे
Is a rhythmic and energetic dance performance by students of class 1F and 1G.
Don't think about it, just move your body. Listen to the music, sing oh, oh. Just move those left feet, go ahead, get crazy. Anyone can do it, sing oh, oh. Show the world you got that fire. Feel the rhythm getting louder. Show them what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing, yeah, yeah. Better when I'm dancing, yeah, yeah. We can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing, yeah, yeah. When you finally let go, you say that solo, cause you listen to the music, sing oh, oh, cause you're confident, babe, yeah, you make your hips sway. We knew that you could do it, sing oh, oh, show the world you got that fire, baby, feel the rhythm getting louder. Show them what you can do, prove to them you got the moves. I don't know about you, but I feel better when I'm dancing, yeah, yeah. Better when I'm dancing, yeah, yeah. Oh, we can do this together. I bet you feel better when you're dancing, yeah, I feel better when I'm dancing. I'm better when I'm dancing. Hey, oh yeah. I feel better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Better when I'm dancing. Yeah, yeah. Don't you know we can do this together? Bet you feel better when you're dancing. Yeah, yeah, I feel better when I'm dancing. I'm better when I'm dancing. Hey, feel better when I'm, yeah, yeah.
Let fun and laughter continue in our lives. With this happy note, we come to the end of our program. We hope it was and entertaining session and you all enjoyed it. Have a wonderful and blessed day ahead.
A full-hearted appreciation and gratitude to all my children. Thank you, parents, for your presence and, of course, for all the cooperation you guys have given to make this program a big success. Now, I'll invite our Vice Principal Junior School and Principal Navsrijan, Mrs. Asha Chadha ma'am, to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. I'm awestruck. Such a wonderful, remarkable presentation, Shashi ma'am and Shruti ma'am. My deep appreciation. Let us applaud for them first of all. My deep appreciation and immense gratitude for your dedication, for your tireless effort, for making this presentation not only possible but making it outstanding. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Believe me, parents, it's not so easy to train these children and bring them on stage, instill confidence in them, and giving them courage to face such a huge audience. So, our teachers also need a round of applause again, and our children also for their confidence. I'm humbly grateful to my parents also for their presence here, and I'm happy that you all care about your children. Your presence shows that. Getting involved with your children in their activities actually helps you to strengthen bond with them. And if you do not make a bond with your children at this age, you will never be able to make it because later they'll be too busy in their own life. Spending time with each other is essential to make relations with your children. Your children grow with you, they learn good human values, skills, and they pick up good habits from you. How many parents play games with their children, outdoor and indoor both? Okay, very nice. And how many parents tell their children stories? Fine. Now, while picking up the stories, what do you keep in your mind? What kind of stories do you tell to your children? Good value. There should be a good message. Be very selective. Tell only those stories to your children which have some kind of message or good value in that. It can be fun story also, but the message should be hidden behind that. As parents, you all expect your children to grow up as cultured, sensitive, and successful human beings. And as educationists, we try to find that element in education. That's the reason the ethos, the vision of our school is conscious transformation, wherein we try to hone each being, each faculty of a child, whether it's physical, mental, social, emotional, or spiritual. Basically, we lay a lot of stress on social emotional learning in our school. And I hope your children must be sharing a lot of activities we do in our school. One such major initiative which we had taken last year was Value of the Month, which we are still doing and will continue doing, wherein we take up a value like kindness, sharing, caring, empathy, and we try to help the child to understand that value and imbibe within himself. Your children, do they discuss about the value of the month with you? How many parents are aware of that? Can you tell me which value we are doing at present? Or any value? Compassion we were doing. You're absolutely right. Compassion, kindness we had done. Now we've taken up empathy. That your children will take time to understand that because they're extremely small. So I request you to please reinforce these values at home also. Because in school we have to make an effort for everything. But at home things come naturally. क्योंकि ये सारी जो वैल्यूज हैं ये हमारे संस्कारों में हैं. हमारा जो कल्चर है, हमारी जो संस्कृति है, उसके अंदर इनग्रेन्ड है ये सारी वैल्यूज. तो जैसा आप घर में अपनी मेड से बिहेव करते हैं या अपने बच्चे अपने ग्रैंड पेरेंट्स को देखते हैं, उनके साथ जो आपका रिलेशंस है, वो सब देख के बच्चे बहुत सीखते हैं. और हमारी संस्कृति में हम इन सब चीज़ों को बहुत वैल्यू देते हैं कि हम सब हर इंसान को बहुत सम्मान देते हैं. वी गिव रिस्पेक्ट टू ईच एंड एवरी पर्सन. सो इफ यू रीइंफोर्स these things at home, सोच के समझ के ध्यान से अगर आप अपना हर एक्ट करेंगे, so your children will pick up more from the house rather than from school. Another initiative which we've taken this year is plant a tree, save the earth. I hope every child has planted the tree. So still 25 or 20% parents are left. Please help your child to plant a sapling. And those who have planted, help your child to take care of that sapling until it grows and becomes a tall tree. Uh, we are doing this project because we want to bring environmental awareness in our children. Basically, environment, these trees are very much essential for our existence because you see, trees purify air that you already know and they bring rain. And without rains, we cannot have water. And I hope you all are aware of the fact that many cities in our country as well as in the world are facing the scarcity of water. And that day is not far away when we will long for even a single drop of drinking water. So let us all become proactive and not wait for that last drop of water in our city too, and start planting trees. Those who planted, please make your relatives, your friends also aware of this fact. As parents, we want to make the life of our children secure. And how do we make it secure? First of all, we give them good education. Secondly, we earn for them. We earn money for them, then we hoard money for them, and we procure property for them. And we feel their future is secure. Money and property is essential for the living. But the more important thing is the clean environment and drinking water that we should leave as a legacy for our children. Another thing which I would like to tell you is your children are using mobile. How many parents give mobile to their children? Many, many. I've seen from the age of 2 or 2.5, parents just they open that YouTube and some kind of rhymes and all, or maybe some cartoons. They give to the mobile to the children and ask them to watch that because they want their children to be engaged. But you're not aware of the repercussion of this. We had a talk with the children of middle school, class 6, 7, and 8. They are too much into mobile. They are even class 4 and 5 also. They are on WhatsApp. They are on Instagram. They are using seeing a lot of videos on YouTube also, and they are playing games also like Granny and PUBG. Even class 1 children are playing. Some children have told the teachers, and they've accepted that they've picked up bad kind of language from there, and they've become aggressive. And some children are scared also after playing that game Granny. So they are picking up all negative feelings, getting negative feelings from there, whereas we always insist on positive feelings in our school. So please refrain yourself from the use of mobile and do not share it with your child because it is spoiling them. If it is for some educative purpose, that I understand, but for that you sit with your child. Do not leave your child alone to use the mobile, then you don't even come to know what your child is seeing in that. And it has affected their academics so much that they are spending class 6, 7, 8 children, they are spending 1 hour, 2 hours on mobile, and their academic performance has gone down. So your children are at present, they are very small, and you can control them. And once they are in middle school, you will never be able to control them. Then they are out of hands. So please, mobile is creating a lot of problem for the parents also, for us also, for their own life. They're spoiling their own life. Another thing which I would like to discuss with you is about the academics, about the homework which we give to the children. Rarely we give them homework, but we would like to give them, we want you to reinforce the academics at home on daily basis. Whatever we do in school, that should be reinforced at home. And we want to give them homework. But whenever we give them homework, 70-80% parents don't do at home. So I request you to please take out some time for your child. It's a matter of habit. Just 15 minutes every day they can spend on their academics, reading something, doing some written work. But please spare that time for your child. Many children are going for tuitions. How many children go for tuition? They're going to tutors because mothers. Sometimes it is it is essential to send them because mothers are also working and the timings are long. They're not able to give time to their children. So, but many mothers who are at home, they're sending their children for tuitions, and they don't even know what the tutors are teaching. There was a case, a child was not doing anything in the class. We asked the parent. The parent said that my child does everything in the tuition classes. He writes beautifully. Then we asked the parent to send the copies. We saw that tutor was writing one sentence on top. The child was only copying it down in a beautiful handwriting. It was only copying. The child was not using his mind. So it was comfortable, convenient for the child. Child was doing it. And parent was under the impression that my child knows everything, he's doing everything, because the parent was not seeing what the tutor is doing. Even if your child is going for tuitions, please see the copies of your child, and please send those copies to school also, to the teacher. At times it happens कि parents नहीं समझ पाते हैं कि tutor ने जो किया है वो ठीक किया कि नहीं किया है. ऐसा होता है, बहुत सारे पेरेंट्स हैं जिनको इतनी नॉलेज नहीं है. तो आप एक बार वो कॉपीज टीचर्स को भेज दीजिए. वो आपको हेल्प करेंगे समझने के लिए कि बच्चा सही दिशा में पढ़ाई कर रहा है ट्यूशन क्लास में कि नहीं. So parents, we need your cooperation in every sphere. I would end my message with this, that parents and teachers are the wheels, two wheels of that cart on which your child is sitting for his journey. It is necessary to align with the teachers. Otherwise, we will not be able to design a better roadmap for the child, and journey will not be smooth if there is no alignment in both the wheels. Thank you.
Good afternoon, dear parents. Thank you, ma'am, for your kind words. I'm sure everybody was mesmerized during the program. It was an overwhelming response, and thank you for being here. I think one more round of applause for all the performances we watched. I would like to thank you all for the overwhelming response to the initiative Plant a Tree, Save the Earth. Thank you to the parents who've already planted, and as ma'am said, those who are still left, those 25%, I'm sure you will today itself go and plant a sapling. I would like to apprise you how we move forward with the project. The class teachers have all created a folder for each child. In the folder, the photograph of your child planting the tree is saved. Now, subsequently, please keep sending the photographs of the growth of the plant as your child is taking full care of it. Try and send the photograph once in the term so that we can update our folders and keep everything in order. Subsequently, these photographs and the folders will be forwarded to the teacher of the next class. When they go to the next class, these folders will be forwarded to the teachers there, and they will all receive an appreciation in the final report card. At the end of the session, when the folder will be passed, the next teacher too will continue with the same process. You will have to keep forwarding the photograph of the child with the tree, the plant which the child has grown, so that this process continues for at least 3 to 4 years. Saving the earth is not an issue anymore. It has become the necessity for the survival of human beings. We need to come together and safeguard what is left of our green planet so that our children in the future can cherish it too. The ethos of a school is creating an environment which is conducive for a healthy growing child. A healthy growth which is physical, mental, and most importantly, emotional in nature. Imbibing good values is the elixir for a fruitful life. As ma'am discussed, we are doing lots of programs, we are doing lots of activities for the value inculcated classes, where children are learning everything through some maybe some dramatization through movies, and it is the natural daily growth which they are imbibing in with the values which are being imbibed in them. Most of you are aware of the activities we did. We have a jar of kindness in the class. The jar of kindness, when a child does any kind deed in the class, he feels today he is being kind. He writes a note and he'll go and paste that note on the jar. And soon the jar fills up and then we have to recycle it all over again. Same way, we have a box of gratitude for them. Whenever they feel somebody has done something good and they're very happy about it, they want to show their gratitude, they go and write a note and put it in the box of gratitude, which shares that they are happy for the deed that has been done with them. Your children must, I'm sure they must be sharing the activities, and the school is taking all steps to imbibe these values in them. Our children observe and imitate all that we do, and it is very heartening to see them take on these values in their character. I also take this opportunity to thank all the parents and grandparents who have shown all their support and cooperation. I would also like to express my heartfelt gratitude to our principal, Promini ma'am, our vice principal, Asha ma'am, for their guidance, wisdom, and love. They patiently and with great affection handhold teachers and children for all their hard work in putting together this program. I would like to say a big thank you to all the teachers again, and a special gratitude to our headmistress, Mrs. Kanika Chopra ma'am, for being such a staunch pillar of support. I would also like to thank all the music department, IT department, and all the bhaiyas and didis involved in this program. Thank you so much.